You know, something really big is happening in the world of software development. I mean, it's a fundamental shift in how we build things, and it's happening right now. So let's just dive right in and explore what this actually means for all of us.
Okay, so imagine this. You've got a project. Let's say a full-stack support ticket system. With authentication, tests, the whole shebang. In your head, you're scoping this out, and deep down, this is about 3 solid weeks of work. But what if? What if you could build that same complete, production-ready application in just 2 days? I'm not talking about a hypothetical here. This is the kind of power we're seeing with this new wave of AI.
And look, this isn't just about shaving off a little bit of time here and there. We're actually seeing engineers writing as much as 90%. That's 90% of their code with an AI partner. This is a complete transformation of a developer's day-to-day. So the big question is, what exactly is driving this massive change?
Well, the key here is a brand new category of tool called a coding agent. And let's be super clear, this is not just a smarter autocomplete. This isn't about suggesting the next line of code. No, this is something else entirely. Let's break down what that is.
This really gets to the core of it. We're all pretty used to AI assistants by now, right? They're basically a conversation partner. You ask a question, it gives you an answer, you copy and paste. A coding agent, though, that's totally different. It's an active teammate that works right alongside you in your code base.
The key word you're going to hear a lot is agentic. Now, that might sound complicated, but all it really means is that the AI has access to tools that let it take action. It's not just talking or suggesting things anymore, it's actually doing things.
So what kinds of actions are we talking about? Well, an agent can read your entire code base. It can write brand new files from scratch. It can run commands in your terminal. It can find and fix bugs, and it can even commit the changes to version control, all by itself. It's an actual active participant in the entire development process. Okay, so whenever a tool this powerful comes along, the first question on everyone's mind is always, is this going to replace my job? But I really think that's the wrong way to look at it. This isn't about replacement. It's all about empowerment.
And to really get this, it helps to just look back at history. I mean, every single generation of developers has gotten new, more powerful tools. We went from simple text editors to these massive integrated development environments, or IDEs. We went from manually deploying everything to these slick automated CI/CD pipelines. And at each step, developers weren't replaced. They just became more powerful, more capable. AI agents, they're just the next logical step in that same evolution.
Here's the best analogy I've heard. Think about carpenters. When the power saw was invented, it didn't make carpenters obsolete, right? Of course not. It just automated the most physically demanding part of their job, sawing wood, so they could focus on the real craft, the design, the precision measurement, the assembly.
And that's exactly what AI agents are doing for us. They're handling all the repetitive, mechanical parts of coding, the boilerplate, fighting with syntax, wiring up the same form for the 100th time. This frees us up to focus our brain power on the hard stuff, the real engineering, the architecture, the complex problem solving.
So this all leads to a totally new way of working. It's a true collaboration. Your role starts to shift from being the person who lays every single brick by hand to being the architect who designs the whole building and then directs the work. So this new workflow, it looks something like this. First, you just describe your goal in plain English, like add the ability to delete a transaction. Then the AI scans your code and drafts a detailed plan to get it done. Third, and this is the most important step, you review and refine that plan. You're the expert. Finally, once you give it the green light, the AI goes and executes the plan, writing all the code for you.
And that's exactly why this is so critical to understand. These tools don't mean you can just forget how to program. Actually, it's the opposite. Your engineering fundamentals, your grasp of good architecture, of design patterns, of solid practices, they matter more than ever before. Because your main job isn't just writing code anymore, it's evaluating it.
So let's put it all together. What does this actually mean for you as a developer, as an engineer? Well, it means the very nature of our work is being reimagined, and honestly, for the better. It means way less time spent on that tedious, repetitive code that, let's be honest, we've all written 1,000 times before. And because of that, it frees you up to spend way more time on the high-level thinking, on system design, and on crafting really elegant, robust solutions to hard problems.
And the ultimate result of all of this, we can turn our ideas into reality faster than we ever thought possible. That whole cycle from just a concept to a real, working product, it gets compressed from weeks and months down to just days.
So that leaves us with one final, and I think really exciting question.
It's like we're being handed a power saw after years of using a handsaw. With this incredible new leverage, with this new speed, what are the big, interesting, and important problems that you're going to go out and solve now?